looking for revival, cause what I see, it's critical for all of our survival. People turning on each other, lovers put on a shelf in exchange for some hate and some greed to get wealth. The world's become a crazy place, it's everyone for themselves. So go and grab all you can get, because it's gonna run out. We've been fed that lie so long now, we believe without doubt. Seems it's coming to a close before we figure it out. How many years will we live this way? We just sit back and hope one day that all our cares will go away and everything will be okay. Without change, we can't have satisfaction. Don't tell me to relax when you won't go take any action. But even with these problems, I'm the eternal optimist. I keep on pushing forward when it hurts and when I'm sick of it. I sit and then I think of it, get up again and recommit to be a part of something that could bring about some benefit. Gotta bring change from the inside out. Gotta stand up, lift our voice and shout. Gotta turn it around. From the streets of the cities to the government games.
We got the truck all set up for the sled pull, and we drew numbers and the driver's meeting for the sled pull, and I had pulled mid-pack for both hooks. The truck itself, the first pull, Levon had gone, he drew, I think he was first hook or one of the first hooks, and he set the bar at like 320 something. It was 329, and so that was a number to beat. That was, I know my truck will do it. I know I've sled pulled with that setup. I know what power we make. In the back of my mind, I'm sitting there thinking that all this power is going through those little axles, and when we got hooked up to the sled, I was like, I just got to get it off the line and get it, because they had a truck that they did the test hook. They set the sled and it was hopping off the line. I was like, all right, I got to come off the clutch a little hard and get the wheels turning so it doesn't hop. Well, I pretty much blew the tires off the line, and we went 324. So that put us in the second spot as far as sled pulling goes, and that bumped us up to the second place overall in the whole event. So I was like, all right, the truck made it through the first hook. Let's get it off. Let's get it iced down. In the meantime, it had rained, and my truck was already ready to roll at that point. So the rain definitely helped the track, made it a lot stickier. And the prep, they re-prepped the track. They cut the track and rolled it and all that, redid it, and again, I drew mid-pack. So, pretty much there was a couple people that fell off on the first hook, due to breakage, and I'm sitting there thinking, and it's like, well, I'm gonna find the line that doesn't have as many holes, and I think that's off to the right side of the track, and plus when it rained there wasn't no chalk line, so I knew I could go really far to the right and not get DQ'd because there's no chalk line anymore. So I went where I felt the line was the best, and the second pass, if the drivetrain would have held up, I think we would have got it. But I came out off the clutch nice and smooth. The truck settled down into the groove, and I got after it, and about half track I felt the rear end let loose, so I just let out, shoved the clutch in and coasted like another 30 feet, and I think we ended up like 260 or something like that as far as how far we went. So at that point, you know, I was like, all right, you know, we're still sitting pretty good. It's a tough track. All these trucks out here, we're all running the same axles, pretty much the same setup across the board. So I know the track is going to be tough, and every truck that went after me had broken. But you know, and then Derek Rose comes out, and his first hook, he broke the drive shaft or something like that, something in the drivetrain that broke. And the second time he come out, he actually he had enough points in the dyno and the drag race. He actually won the dyno event, I think, with his torque numbers, that he had actually had more points accumulated over the whole event. And so when he came out that second hook and put, I can't remember how many feet it was, but it was enough to bump me into third place. And yeah, after that, every truck after me broke. I think 4 of us broke right in a row. So at that point, you know, we had locked in third place and just waited for the show to end. As far as what's next with the truck, I got to get it ready for SEMA. That's coming up here this fall, and there's a few events here and there that I'm gonna see if I can hit. Right now, the truck's still in the trailer. I know the rear end's broken. As far as everything else goes, I got to give Randy back his transmission and translocation drive shaft. I got to get my transmission fixed, and you know, just basically check everything out, because I don't want to be going down the drag strip with stuff that I had beaten up on the dirt. So it's kind of, I don't want that on the back of my mind when I'm going 150 plus miles an hour. So pretty much the whole drivetrain's got to come out of the truck. The engine seems to be fine. So yeah, as far as that goes, you know, kind of take a little break of it. We've been thrashing on the truck for months on end, it seems like, and definitely got to get caught up on work here around the shop. And yeah, just go from there.
Some greed to get wealth. The world's become a crazy place. It's everyone for themselves. So go and grab all you can get, because it's gonna run out. We've been fed that lie so long now, we believe without doubt. Seems it's coming to a close before we figure it out. How many years will we live this way? We just sit back and hope one day that all our cares will go away and everything will be okay. Without change, we can't have satisfaction. Don't tell me to relax when you won't go take any action. But even with these problems, I'm the eternal optimist. I keep on pushing forward when it hurts, and when I'm sick of it, I sit and then I think of it. Get up again and recommit to be a part of something that could bring about some benefit.
Gotta bring change from the inside out. Gotta stand up, lift our voice and shout.